This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, Luzerne County Council is looking at ways to improve 911 service. We'll fill you in on the progress next. Welcome to FYI News 13 here on SSPTV. Thank you so much for investing some time with us. We won't waste it. Here's your headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Congressman Lou Barletta is urging the president to support the Keystone XL pipeline. The pipeline would run from Alberta, Canada to Nebraska. Proponents cite job creation and the establishment of reliable source of energy. The Senate passed the measure by a bipartisan vote of 62 to 36. The House passed its own legislation on January 9th by a bipartisan vote of 266 to 153. The House may either vote again on the Senate bill or meet with Senate leaders to iron out differences between the two versions. Congressman Lou Barletta reacted saying, quote, "For over 6 years, we have seen nothing but excuses and delay tactics from the Obama administration. Now that the bill has passed both chambers of Congress by wide bipartisan margins and appears nearly ready for the president's signature, I urge President Obama to drop his counterproductive veto threat," unquote. Luzerne County is looking to improve its emergency response system. Lisa Sugar gets the latest from Luzerne County Council member Rick Morelli.
A special ad hoc committee was recently created to conduct an inquiry into Luzerne County 911. A member of that ad hoc committee is Rick Morelli, who is also a Luzerne County Council member. Now, the committee met for the first time this week. Rick, what is the purpose behind this committee and what do you hope to achieve?
Well, I think everyone knows that there were a couple mistakes in the last couple months with 911. And so the council looked into it and we said, our job is to do what we can to make 911 better. And so we create this ad hoc committee to go out and inquire as to what could be done better. So the goal of this committee is to bring in some of the some people from the outside in who work with 911, the fire, the police, EMT. We want to hear from them as to what could be better. And so we want to take our role from the legislative side and see what we could do to help 911.
Now, when you're doing all this and you're studying it, will you be talking maybe to other counties to see if they do anything differently than Luzerne County for their 911?
Absolutely. I mean, our goal is to make Luzerne County's 911 the best it could be. But I just want to point out one thing. A lot of people are focusing on the mistakes, and there's no question there were mistakes, and from what I understand, there were human errors. But what people have to also understand is that in the last year, 911 Luzerne County dealt with over 400,000 calls. So when you look at the call volume and how many people this area has saved and what they've done, they're doing a good job. But when you have one or two mistakes like we have, that's enough. And so we're just doing our job to make it better. We're going to bring those people in, as well as, again, look at the different counties out there to see how do we stack up with other counties, what are other counties doing that are better, and how can we improve.
And when will the results be done, and what will be done with the results? You're supposed to go before County Council in April?
Yeah, so what we did last night was we set a time frame of middle of April to as well as somewhat of an agenda, which I just talked about. So the public knows, here's a time frame, here's when the end is going to come, the time period, and we're going to come back with a report what we find at that time, at that period of time.
Well, keep us posted on that. We'll look to see how that progresses. But you also wanted to talk about the fact that I know some Luzerne County services will be coming back to the Hazleton area. We had them here years ago. They left, they went back up to the courthouse, and now they're coming back. Yeah,
it's one of the things I've heard very often from being down here in southern Luzerne County is bringing back services. And recently, Judge Jamie Dixon moved his offices up on the Beltway, and because of that, we mentioned, and I'll take a lot of responsibility, saying what people have asked for is services down here. And working with Bob Lawn, he's worked with the Sheriff's Office, and we're going to have some services now working out of that office, some gun permits, and hopefully more and more as time goes along. But it's a good start, and I'm very proud to say that we have services back here in southern Luzerne County.
All right, very good. Come back often. I know you come and see us every now and then to keep us up to date on what's transpiring with Luzerne County Council, and we look forward to hearing what the results are of that inquiry into 911.
Look forward to it. Thanks, Lisa.
Rick Morelli, Luzerne County Council.
Thank you, Lisa. Well, there are questions being raised over Hazleton Mayor Joe Iannuzzi's annual State of the City address. The mayor delivered his annual address Thursday morning during the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce red carpet breakfast at the Pines Eatery and Spirits in downtown Hazleton. While council and the mayor have been at odds over the city's budget for the past 2 years, some are now questioning whether yesterday's speech fulfills the mayor's annual requirement to address the public. Councilmember Dave Sosar told our media partner, the Standard Speaker, that he does not believe the chamber breakfast is a public forum. He says while the breakfast is open to everyone, there is a charge to attend. You can read more about yesterday's speech in today's edition of the Standard Speaker. If you ever considered running for a seat on the Hazleton Area School Board, then you may be interested in a candidate information session scheduled for next week. You can learn about the roles and responsibilities of a school board member and the election process itself during this special session set for Wednesday, February 4th. The informal meeting is being coordinated by the school district and Can Do and Partners in Education. It will take place on Wednesday from 7 until 9 p.m. in the large conference room in the Hazleton Area School District Administration Building on 23rd Street. The session will feature Janet McNally from the Pennsylvania School Board Association and Luzerne County Bureau of Elections Director Marissa Crispell. Packets and deadline information, which is normally picked up at the Elections Bureau in Wilkes-Barre, will be available at the meeting. Current school board members are also invited to take part in the discussion. If you are unable to attend, the entire meeting will also be broadcast live on the Hazleton Area School District Cable Channel 99. How would you like to be a princess for a day? The Miss Greater Hazleton Scholarship Program, the official preliminary to the Miss America pageant, will hold the Princess Camp in conjunction with the competitions on March 7th at the Hazleton Area High School. The program is open to girls ages 5 to 12 and will take place from 1 p.m. until intermission of the scholarship program. There are a limited number of spaces available for the Princess Camp. For more information and to register, go to missgreaterhazelton.weebly.com. Let's take a look at what our media partner, the Standard Speaker, is working on for this weekend. Local businesses, they're hard at work preparing for Super Bowl party food for all of their customers. Get ready to read all about it this weekend in the Standard Speaker. Coming up on FYI, we have your weekend forecast. Plus, it's our very, very popular Adopt Me segment. We'll be right back on FYI.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're back here at Celebrations each and every Friday on FYI, talking with brides who had a phenomenal experience planning their wedding and having their wedding here at Celebrations. We're with Andrea and Matt Grotzinger, and they are a happily married couple. They got married in July of 2014. Right?
That's right.
That's right. You look very nice. I love how you color coordinate. Very nice for the program. So tell us about your experience.
Well, from the moment that we found Sand Springs online, I instantly fell in love with the patio and the water fountain outside. Mm-hmm. And as soon as we drove up, this was the place to pick, and we loved every part of it.
Okay. Now, you did a lot of custom design for your wedding, a lot of personalization. So talk about that.
Some of the things that we did is we spoke with Stacy and talked about different personal touches we wanted. We didn't want the regular cookie cutter wedding. We wanted to add our own touches to it because that's what makes it personal. And Stacy worked with us. We did a Viennese table with desserts, with recipes from our grandparents, some of those who are with us and that passed away in honor of them. She allowed me to come up, and any idea I had, she would allow me to come and see the space and see if it worked. And anything that I had an idea or a question about, she was always there. I could text, email at any time of the night, and it seemed like she got back like instantly, or the first thing, and as soon as I woke up the next day, I had an email back from her with answers to my questions.
So that puts you at ease.
Oh, definitely, especially when you're doing it all, like doing all the decorations by yourself. So, well, together.
Matt, you really like the fact that you had a lot of variety here when you were hopping from venue to venue inside the property of Sand Springs.
Yeah, absolutely. They have so many different places that you can rent here on the premises. I mean, we had our ceremony here out on the patio, out by the water fountain and everything out there. We went to the tent for our cocktail hour, and then into the celebrations ballroom for the reception. But they also have a pavilion you can rent. There's all kinds of different options for your specific day if you want to move around. I mean, it was great to just have everything here. We had our ceremony, we got to go take some pictures. Our guests got to go to the reception, or the cocktail hour first, then we joined them at the cocktail hour, then we all came to the reception together, and everything just flowed smoothly. Nobody had to worry about what they were going to do between the ceremony and the reception. It was wonderful.
And the bridal suite.
And the bridal suite.
And the bridal suite, we also, yeah, right after we went up to the bridal suite, got a few hors d'oeuvres, you know, had a couple minutes to just kind of, we're married,
relax.
you know, just relax for a few minutes. Then we went down and joined everybody else. So it was really nice. And Andrea got to get ready in the bridal suite beforehand. She's got
Everybody
here
around me. So.
in the morning with all of her bridesmaids and stuff, and they got ready here, had some cocktails, I assume, some snacks, you know,
they did.
before the wedding. I was able to come around and just do what I needed to do and kind of center myself, get ready, and then everything just flowed perfectly. And you know, there's a hotel a minute down the road, so it was
great.
It was wonderful.
Well, I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you guys. I wish you many years of happiness and health. Thank you for sharing your story here at Sand Springs.
Thank you.
And if anyone is looking out there, you are getting married, or for any function for that matter, please call Sand Springs here at Celebrations.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It's starting to pile up, and it looks like we'll have more to add to our collection come Sunday night. Here's your local forecast from the National Weather Service. A wind chill advisory will be in effect from 7 p.m. on Friday night until 11 a.m. on Saturday. The wind chill will range from 15 degrees to 24 degrees below zero. There's also a hazardous weather outlook in effect that includes that wind chill advisory and the possibility of a storm late Sunday that could bring several inches of snow to our area. So here's a look at our forecast. Tonight, a chance of flurries before 10 p.m. Partly cloudy. Our low will be around 3. It will feel like negative 16, and wind gusts will get as high as 34 miles per hour on the extended forecast. Saturday will be mostly sunny but cold, 17 degrees. Wind between 16 and 20 miles per hour, again with the wind chill feeling like negative 18, so be careful out there. Saturday night, mostly cloudy, low of 11, wind chill of negative 3. Sunday, there's a chance of flurries on Super Bowl Sunday before 2 p.m. and then cloudy with a high near 24. Sunday night, snow is likely, and that's after 8 p.m. The low will be 8. Chance of precipitation is 60% right now. Monday, snow likely, cloudy. Our high will be 14. Monday night, snow is likely once again. The low will be around negative 6. For Tuesday, snow moves out of the area, mostly sunny, a high of 15, but still cold. Tuesday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 6. Weather on FYI is brought to you by the Pines Eatery and Spirits in downtown Hazleton. I had some coffee from the cafe at the Pines this morning. Great coffee, and it goes well with their classic barbecue. But honestly, what doesn't go well with their barbecue? There's live entertainment at the Pines tonight as LMN Duo performs from 6 to 10 p.m.
Hello again, everybody. Here I am with King. King is a 4-month-old puppy who is very playful and very affectionate. He's also neutered and up to date on all of his vaccinations and tested negative for heartworm and Lyme. He probably has some pit and some mastiff in him. We're not sure what all he has. King does all right with other animals. He seems to like other dogs. He's just very playful, as are most animals his age. We recommend King for somebody who has experience with dogs, especially with puppies, because he is still in his teething phase, and he'll need the proper care and food that a puppy normally would. King is going to be a medium to larger sized dog, maybe about 50 or so pounds when he grows up, so we're recommending him for anybody who has experience with larger breeds. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I am with Peaches. Peaches is a young adult, approximately 2 to 3 years old, and she's a beautiful orange tiger and a domestic shorthair. Like all of our female cats, she is spayed already and has been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and came up negative for both. Peaches is also fully vaccinated for rabies and distemper. Peaches in here came in with several kittens, which have since been adopted. As you can see, Peaches is still here waiting for her forever home, And we actually suggest a home that does not have other cats. Peaches here is very lovely and affectionate with humans, but she does not care much for other animals. So we're hoping that somebody that does not have any other cats but would really like to have just one will come down and have a look at our Peaches here. And that's it for this week's Dog and Cat. If anybody would like to come have a look at them or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter at 101 North Poplar Street.
Peaches really liked the microphone. I think she eventually wants to be a play-by-play commentator for the Puppy Bowl. That's this weekend on Animal Planet. Pick 2 for your midday winning lottery numbers right now: 99, pick 3, 042, pick 4, 0913, pick 5, 85983. Spoiler alert, Hazelton area and Crestwood will happen. More details next.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Nice try, Mother Nature, but the show will go on at the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium. Tonight, the showdown between Crestwood and Hazelton area is still on. The winner gets the inside track for a Wyoming Valley Conference Division I championship. If the Big HA gets the victory, they would be 2 games ahead of Crestwood with only a handful left to play. So that game still on. But we do have a few postponements to tell you about because of the weather. Pine Grove and Tamaqua, they will play their boys basketball game on Thursday, February 5th. The North Schuylkill Jim Thorpe game will be played this Monday, weather permitting. Marion and Weatherly, they have also had their game postponed for tonight. In girls basketball from Thursday night, Hazelton area beat Crestwood on the road, keeping pace with Pittston area. They're a game behind there in Division I of the Wyoming Valley Conference. Right now, the Lady Cougars, again, a game behind there. They'll play Pittston. I think there's 2 games in between. They'll play Pittston in 3 games. Also in the Wyoming Valley Conference, Myers beat MMI. Abby Wilden got her 1,000th point for Marion in their win over Weatherly on senior night. The Lady Bears of Monoway area got a win over Schuylkill Haven. Also in the Schuylkill League, North Schuylkill beat Jim Thorpe. Shenandoah Valley won in overtime against Nativity. In swimming, the Hazelton area Lady Cougars topped Wyoming area, and the Cougar boys completed the sweep for the Cougar swimmers. North Schuylkill beat Wilson on Thursday in the District 11 AA Wrestling Championships. The Spartans got the 42-22 win. Now they'll face Tri-Valley on Saturday. Tri-Valley topped Notre Dame Green Pond 39-36 to move on to the semifinals. On the other side of the bracket, Succon Valley wrestles Northern Lehigh. All right, that's all I have to say. I'm going to sit back, relax, and enjoy Ron Marchetti's short shots. I suggest you do the same.
Mike, do you know what night this is? No, you don't. Hi, everybody. On this next to last night in January 2015, and welcome to Short Shot. Tonight is the night to run 1 cold spigot pencil thick overnight, especially for those of you who have had this problem before. You woke up in the morning with no water. You know who you are. Tomorrow morning, the temps will be 0 and windy, so don't be penny wise and dollar foolish. This cold weather is really getting on my nerves. The stage is set for the big game tonight in Maple Manor. Let's wrap up the past week. Last Friday, Joseph's Jammers dominated Dallas by 35. Then on Tuesday, Hazelton area wiped out Wyoming Valley West by 18. Crestwood also won twice. So like I said before, the stage is set. Both clubs will come in tonight's game at 14-3. The Lady Cougars won by 16 at home over the Lady Spartans of Valley West. And last night, the girls creamed Crestwood. Mackenzie Uri, who scored 27 last night, is quickly becoming a Scotty Roman contender. She's going to college as a softball sensation. Gaviel's gals are 13-7. The Marion boys lost a pair. The Colts are 7-10. The Marion Phillies split a pair. Brutus Brigade is 12-5. MMI and Weatherly both split 2 this week. Luke Figgis had a big game with 23 for the Wreckers, and John Stish had his career game with 20 for MMI. The Hazelton area Swimmers swept past Berwick and Wyoming area, and the Cougar Matman pinned Crestwood. What else? This is an Ernie Banks signed bat. He retired after the 1971 season at the age of 40. He played 19 seasons in the majors, all with the Cubs. Number 14 was inducted into the Hall in 1977. Ernie Banks hit 512 home runs. Mr. Cub died last weekend at the age of 83. Duke coach Mike Krzyzewski won his 1,000th game on Sunday over St. John's at Madison Square Garden. Coach K went for 1,001 at Notre Dame on Wednesday night, but he didn't get it, mainly because Duke shot 10 for 20 from the line. Just remember, Coach K's first 75 wins were at Army. All the rest at Duke. Also on Wednesday night, Kyrie Irving scored 55 points for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Super Bowl prediction, I dislike both teams. I wish they both could lose. Seattle will make it back-to-back in overtime. Hope to see you at the game tonight or right here on Monday night. Till then, be a good sport. And don't forget, pencil thick. Stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the second annual Country for a Cure, formerly known as the Mayor's Dinner Dance, will be held January 31st at the Freeland Event Center. Hosted by former Mayor Tammy Martin and her family, gets started at 5 p.m. and includes dinner and great entertainment by North of 40 and Osterchat. Tickets can be purchased by calling 570-956-4940. And finally, Hazleton Trinity Lutheran Church, located at Church and Hemlock Streets, will be holding their annual all-you-can-eat pork and sauerkraut supper on President's Day, Monday, February 16th in Wagner Hall from 4 to 7:30. Takeouts are available. Call 570-454-3492, extension 10. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Frank M. Damitz, formerly of Hazleton. Services Monday at 11 a.m. from the Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. Calvin Barry of Whitehaven. Private services will be held under the direction of the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home. Nancy J. Roble of Shepton. Arrangements will be announced by the Orovitz Home for Funerals. And Florence M. Job of Weatherly. Services are Saturday at 3:30 p.m. at the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home. Friends may call Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. And one more message tonight in loving memory to Melvin William Brotzman Sr., 15 years and still missing you each and every day. Forever loving you from your sons, daughters, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is William Killian Jr. of Mahanoy City. William, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
As a lifelong Patriots fan, I'm so excited for this weekend. I'm actually an Oakland Raiders fan, so that's out there. Whatever, I'm with Ron Marchetti. Enjoy the game. Be safe. Take it easy, everyone.